So here we are, second month, February. Now, fortunately not too much this month, but getting into it. In hobby progress, we've sort of got here to sort of a good table standard for me anyway. Still want to do some details on the cloth, but I wasn't too happy with the freehand, so we've painted over that for now. Currently thinking if I can try and find a stencil that will go around the folds in the cloth. Might be a bit of a pipe dream, but we'll see. It will be good to find such a thing anyway. But as for games, only one game this month, which was with Von Stuck versus the Dreamer. Now, because obviously my opponent declared the Dreamer, I tried to cake his title version to have the ability to make him count as different characteristics, but he actually took a lot of living and beast models, which quite odd to me, but kind of worked in my favour. As for playing Transmortus, obviously there's a lot to remember. You have to pay attention to suits in duels even when they're not relevant to triggers, which for the most part I was better at than remembering that the ability is only once per turn. But luckily my opponent didn't let that one slip past him, so I'm pretty sure we played everything correctly between the two of us. Definitely a fun keyword. I look forward to trying his base version and seeing how the summoning goes. Now, this other stuff I'm left considering as I wait for my leftovers to actually have a release date. A box I'm most interested to see as well, given that it's apparently all pre-assembled. Leaves me wondering to what else is coming this year. As we're getting near the end of all the Ashes releases. A new book, I mean, that's the obvious choice for the end of the year. Give it a good chance of actually happening. Otherwise, I think we're getting to the point where we're well overdue for another GG. This Gaining Grounds is so good, definitely a nice scheming thing. I think has sort of run its course. A few of the scenarios have sort of become a bit broken, I think, but I don't know if a new GG so much fixes that as just puts everyone on the same playing field as not knowing what's going on. But nonetheless, I do hope for a bit of a mix-up in the thing. Other things to consider, if, as we've seen nothing about a new book, is the new rules. Now, the game is going long enough that a new edition is not out of the realms of possibility, but an M4E doesn't feel that likely. It doesn't feel like they need to make one, or there's much will for it, as there was at the end of M2, where a new edition was kind of welcomed by the community, well, at least from my point of view. So more likely I would like to see an M35 and just a major rewrite of the core rulebook to include all of the FAQs and erratas, maybe adjust a few more things, maybe take the opportunity to do a heavy errata of a few of the keywords, both the troublesome ones and the ones that need a bit of a buff. Desert Mercenaries. This, I think, would also be a prime opportunity to finally do some rotation with the Dead Man's Hand. Now, given how long it's been a thing, I wouldn't put my hopes up for it. I don't think it's overly likely, but we all want a lot of those models back in the game. And I'm not opposed to models going into Dead Man's Hand. Now, hopefully it's not one of the 4 that I'm playing this year. That will be a sort of trick to work out what I'll do in that scenario, but the same as if the edition changes, we'll work it out when it happens. But anyway, that's me, Captain Steel, signing out.